Someone wrote to me online saying that I should adapt or die because I was commenting on the fact that some people were using AI prompts to pass off as real artists, and how much of a problem it is becoming in creative spaces and whatnot. And people are arguing that it is art, or because it's another tool or whatever. And I don't agree with that. But my point is that I am not anti AI. I am anti generative AI, using it to pass it off as art when you're not using your own two hands to create something. It's not digital art. It is not, because you're not using your hands. You're just writing a bunch of words and using up people's water, and then what? And I was thinking about it. I was like, am I really against advancement in science and being efficient? And then I took a look at that, the fact that we used to take horses back in the day. When I say back in the day, I mean like back in the days of 1800s or whatever, when we didn't have cars or planes or whatever, and we would take days and days to reach another new country. Would I want to do that? Of course not. I would much prefer to take a plane. And yet, that would be our way of working our bodies out. When things came into view, like the planes and trains and whatever, we found other ways to cope with it. We came up with gym bodies, right? We came up with gym equipment where we had to exercise our bodies in order to, keep up with that. Since our lifestyle became more efficient and more sedentary. What do we do for our brains, though? How do we exercise that? Because as far as I'm seeing, if you want to think about something, you use AI for it. And you need to think with your brain in order to exercise it. You need to read, you need to write, but AI is doing it for you. Art, creativity is part of that, and AI is doing it for you. So, when does it end? How are you going to find a solution to that? When are we going to wait for the rich people to say, oh my god, it's so cool to read books now? I'm super rich and I have time to read. That is where it's going to, I think, to the point where you will have to, you won't have time to actually, I don't know, it boggles me. Do not try to think that prompting an image is a tool, because tools are meant to aid you into getting what you want, not make it for you. It's kind of like telling another person to do it for you. It's the same thing, right? You're telling someone else to do it for you. You can't say, oh, I did it. If you buy furniture from IKEA and you assemble it, is it you who did it? Or is it IKEA? They gave you every instruction, everything. Did you manufacture it? I don't think so. You say you bought it from IKEA. Even if you know that you had to assemble it yourself at home, the parts, the instructions, everything that came with it, it was by IKEA. You know what I'm saying? Listen, AI is, efficient. It's nice. It's cool. I'd rather use Google, though, because I like reading. I like discovering. I like to understand what I'm reading and what I'm not. I like to read multiple articles in order to determine for myself, because that's part of critical thinking. You should do that. Don't give up on that. That being said, please support small artists too.